Hi! Good day, grade 7 students. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today my tutorial is all about active and passive voices of the verb. Can you still remember this lesson? Let's try to find out. There are two kinds of voices of verb, namely active voice and passive voice. When you speak of active voice, it is the voice of the verb when the subject does or acts upon the verb, meaning to say, the subject is obviously and actively the doer of the action. For you to remember, its formula is one simple tense only of the verb, whether present, past, or future. Examples are eat, cuts, gave, will receive, and many others. In a sentence, the old father gives money to the boy. Our subject in the sentence is old father, and he is the doer of the action give. Our verb in the sentence is gives, and it belongs to present tense. On the other hand, passive voice is the voice of verb when the subject receives the action of the verb, meaning to say, the subject is only passive to the action of the verb. The original subject, the doer of the action, is not directly emphasized in the sentence. For you to remember, its formula is helping verb plus action verb. Examples are is given, was revealed, will be accused, and many others. In a sentence, the money is given by the old father to the boy. Our subject in the sentence is money. Money is passively the receiver of the action and not the doer of the action. Our verb in the sentence is given, and it belongs to present participle. Our verb is given has a helping verb which is and an action verb given. Now class, for you to avoid confusion, I will present you back our two sentences and teach you also on how to transform the active voice into passive voice. Our first sentence, the old father gives money to the boy, is in the active voice, while our second sentence, the money is given by the old father to the boy, is in the passive voice. In transforming the active voice into passive one, the subject in the active voice becomes the direct object in the passive voice. The active verb becomes the passive verb by adding an auxiliary or helping verb, and the action verb changes into participle. Take note, the tense of the verb always be considered in transforming. Then, the direct object in active voice becomes the subject in the passive voice. In passive voice, there will be a preposition by in between verb and direct object. Then, the indirect object in active voice retains their position in passive voice. One more example, here it is. Carlos Bulusan revealed the reality about social discrimination in the text. Is in the active voice. The reality about social discrimination was revealed by Carlos Bulusan in the text is in passive voice. In our first exercise, tell whether each underlined verb is active voice or passive voice. Number 1. President Aquino visited the victims of the typhoon. Number 2. The gavel was pounded by the judge. Number 3. The poor family was accused by the rich man. Number 4. My brothers threw stones in a straw hut. And number 5. The grade 7 students received the award in the poster making contest. Are you done answering? Okay, let's do the checking. Number 1 visited, the answer is active voice. Number 2 was pounded, the answer is passive voice. Number 3 was accused, the answer is passive voice. Number 4 threw, the answer is active voice. And number 5 received, the answer is active voice. If all your answers are correct, good job guys. Do you want to take a rest? Or if you want more, let's proceed directly to our second exercise. In our second exercise, transform the following sentences from active voice to passive voice. Number 1. The Japanese soldiers disturbed the Philippines. Number 2. The soldiers attacked the Filipinos. Number 3. The Americans helped the Filipinos in the war. Number 4. The Filipino doctors healed the wounded. And number 5, President Quezon ensured an efficient and effective government. Okay, are you done answering? Let's do the checking. Number 1, the Japanese soldiers disturbed the Philippines. The answer is, the Philippines was disturbed by the Japanese soldiers. Number 2, the soldiers attacked the Filipinos. The answer is, the Filipinos were attacked by the soldiers. Number 3, the Americans helped the Filipinos in the war. The answer is, the Filipinos were helped by the Americans in the war. Number 4, the Filipino doctors healed the wounded. The answer is, the wounded were healed by the Filipino doctors. And number 5, President Quezon ensured an efficient and effective government. The answer is, an efficient and effective government was ensured by President Quezon. Do we have the same answers? If that is so, congratulations! For today's COVID-19 pandemic, we should all be active rather than passive. We should be active in following the government's health protocols, active in helping the needy, active in taking care of our family, and above all, active in our prayer to God every day. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope that you have learned a lot in this tutorial. Goodbye and God bless you.